Hello, everybody. I'm getting very close to shooting my top 10 favorite recaps of the year. Every year we do top 10 vintage cards, we do top 10 autographs, we do top 10 TTMs, and I still have some regular just mail day mail that I haven't shared on the channel. So before we do our top 10s, we got to finish up the mail days for the year. So that's what we're doing today. I've got 5 things to share with you today, and only 4 of them are actually in hand, but the other one won't probably trickle in until after the new year, and I'm not going to do a standalone video for one card, and I don't plan on getting much in the mail card-wise for a long time because I'm saving up for that Grail card this year, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. More on that later. We got time to talk about that stuff later. First off, I'm really pumped to add this Panini Jackie Earl Haley autograph to my collection. In the past, you might have seen on the wall behind me to my left is my Bad News Bears collection, and missing from that, an egregious omission, was the Kelly leak. And for years, I watched this card go up, up, up to $150 and more. And I waited and I waited, and many times I felt like I was just barely outbid. And finally, it's come down a little bit more reasonable, about 120. I had the funds. I found one to buy it now. Closed my eyes, plugged my nose, did it, and really happy that I have it in hand now. And it's going to go right up there, right by Tatum O'Neal, which is that one. And they're the only 2 that have the custom Mag Pro label. The others down here, well, Mag Pros are, I mean, they're pretty affordable, but they're not free, and so I have to be judicious. Probably not the right word there. About conservative, maybe about what I put in Mag Pros, but that's going to look really good there with the others, and I'm happy with it. That's all that counts, right? If you follow Jake Legends Never Die, which you absolutely should, he's the commissioner after all. He did a video recently on, do you spec buy on Hall of Fame purchases, whether it be autographs or rookie cards or what have you. I think his video is mostly focused on autographs because that's what he does. And that's what I do too. And the answer is absolutely yes, I do spec buy. And I bought this Carlos Beltran autograph because he, along with Andrew Jones, are going to be the only 2 inductees in 2026 from the writer's ballot. I already have Andrew Jones. I got years ago TTM. And so I was pumped to add this Carlos Beltran and even did a custom flip. And I'm going to stick him up on the wall right now because I'm that confident that he is going in. Another great thing that Jake does, along with Dom Staven Sports, is the Cracking Cooperstown YouTube channel. And most years, I think they missed last year because I was looking for it, they do a 40 Hall of Fame baseball players that are playing right now. And it's complete speculation, but at any given time, there's 40 major leaguers that will go in the Hall of Fame based on statistical historical data. And they sort of break down into tiers, who's where, who needs to do more, who's a lock, who's an early riser. And I got looking at one of my favorite players as definitely an early riser, Julio Rodriguez. And I just got thinking, like, what could I buy right now? No one's really talking about him, but he's played 4 years. He's 24 years old. He's had 2 30-30 seasons and 2 20-20 seasons. Elite defense, elite. Watch the games. And it seems to be, maybe because he went 30-30 his rookie year, people seem to be forgetting about him. And there's also times where he'll be really cold for a long time. I know at the National, people saw me in Mariners gear and wanted to know what was wrong with Julio Rodriguez. And my answer was, nothing's wrong with Julio Rodriguez. You need to watch the games and not just check the box scores and the stats, because he is awesome. So anyway, I got thinking, what can I find out there that'd be affordable, fun to add to the collection? And I think I spent no more than $12 to my door on this mini rookie card. It's in a PSA 9, and I just love mini stuff. This size reminds me of the 75 Topps I love so much, and a great pickup for someone that, if he stays on the field, keeps doing what he's capable of doing at such a young age. No reason to believe he cannot rack up the stats. I recently finished a great boxing book called Boxing Kings: When American Heavyweights Ruled the Ring. Highly recommended to anyone. It's actually not just about American heavyweights, but it follows the complete lineage of the heavyweight title from John L. Sullivan all the way through really the modern day. And I have a great idea for a boxing collection that I hope to start in 2026 after I get that Grail situation taken care of. I figured, why not start a little early if I can find something affordable? And I got this great exhibits card of Primo Carnera. Carnera was known as the Ambling Alp, and he was one of two literal giants in the pre-war era to hold the heavyweight title. The other being Jess Willard, who was 6'6", 242 pounds. Carnera was about a half-inch shorter, but weighed 35 pounds more than Willard. So I would call that definitely a bigger person. He was the only Italian ever to hold the heavyweight belt. And he was, this guy's so big. He's over a foot taller than the average Italian during that time. He won the title by defeating Jack Sharkey in 1933 at Madison Square Garden in front of 40,000 people. He held the title for a year, defended it 3 times, eventually lost in 1934 to Max Baer Sr. in front, and again at Madison Square Garden, this time in front of 43,000 people. After his retirement, he became an American. He did some acting, and he did some professional wrestling. This last card is the one I don't have in hand yet, but I got looking at my Wheaties row here, my 52 Wheaties row, and it's looking pretty sparse. So thankfully, Greg Morris listed a few at open auction, and I was able to snatch up this Jim Pollock. Pollock was considered one of the best forwards of the 50s, and along with Mikan, Mikan and the Minneapolis Lakers won 5 championships in just 7 years. He was known as the Kangaroo Kid because of his jumping ability, and was one of few players that could dunk at the time. And it's actually said that he could dunk from the free throw line. I wasn't there to see it, so let's just say that he could do it. He was also an accomplished coach and is in the the basketball, the Naismith Hall of Fame. Hope you enjoyed this mail day. What was your favorite from these? I don't have one, of course, because I love them all. They're all my cards. Coming soon will be our end of year review top 10 videos. I don't know if those will all come out consecutively or if I'll get distracted. There might be little gaps here and there, but that's what's next on the agenda. Until then, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.